Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Mike, aka the Wholesale Wiz, also the owner of the REI Blue Book Facebook group. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's kind of hot and humid here, as you can tell. I'm in Miami, Florida. Beautiful place, awesome place, gorgeous. You know, if you have never been here, definitely check it out, Miami, Florida. So today we're going to talk about the Heloc versus the cash out refinance, okay, or cash out refi to, that's the short term of it, okay, and what's the difference between those two, okay. Typically, you know, with every mortgage payment that you make, you're building equity, okay, so equity in your home, okay, and this equity equals ownership, okay. So once you build up a significant amount of equity, you're going to be able to access that equity and use those funds for other purposes, you know, pretty much the purposes you wish to use it for, okay? So you access the home equity and then you decide whatever your needs are and then utilize those funds for it, okay? And so the two most common ways to access actually your equity is through the Heloc, which stands for Home Equity Line of Credit, or then you have the cash out refinance, you know, cash out refi. That's the two main ways to access your equity in your home, okay? And also with the Heloc, the Home Equity Line of Credit, it works more like a low interest credit card, like a revolving credit card, you know, where you pull some of this equity out and then you make the payments on it, whatever you approved for, typically 90% of your home value minus the outstanding mortgage balance that you have, okay? So you draw it like a credit card, and every time you have funds available again from other sources, you make the payments on it, and then you zero it out. So basically you only pay on what you draw. That's very important. So there's a lot of similarities between Heloc and the balance on a low interest credit card. So also what's important about the Heloc is that it can exist separately from your existing mortgage. Okay, that's very important. So you have your own terms, you have your own repayment schedule. Okay, for this reason the Heloc is also referred to as a second mortgage. Okay, so, and it's secured by your home. Your home is your collateral. And if you fail to pay, if you're not making the payments on time, you risk to lose your home. That's very important, okay? And then the second one I mentioned is the cash out refi or cash out refinancing. That's the other option that we're looking at. And that's pretty much a new mortgage, you know, that you pay off. And that's on top of an existing mortgage. So both will be kind of merged. And then you have one lump sum that you're going to pay off. Okay, typically through direct deposit, it will be deposited into your banking account or through a check. And then you have the ability to make those payments every month, but in one payment. Okay, so the original mortgage and the new cash out refi, they will be merged together. And that way, now you have one payment, and that's a lot more convenient to a lot of people who are opposed to subsequent borrowing, which means like the Heloc, where you basically can draw and then you have the discipline to go back and make the payments. Okay, so it's really a preference on what type of personality you are. If you're more disciplined, typically the Heloc could be your advantage, okay, your competitive edge if you're looking for additional financing. If you are more of a person who knows, okay, I want it simple, but I know I might not have the discipline to make the payments on my own when I draw amounts, or I'm even max out the Heloc, then of course the cash out refi is a better option because it forces you to make the payments every month. Same applies though, however, if you don't make the payments, you risk to lose your home because that's going to be your collateral, you know, on the home. Okay, so the key features, I'll just sum that up once more. So whatever is important there on the key features, the Heloc is a revolving debt, you know, so you borrow and you repay. You got a second mortgage with a separate payment and a separate interest rate. The payments are due only on what you borrow. Very important. That's one of the biggest differences between the two. And you have variable payments during the draw period based on your line of credit and the balance, okay? And the key features on the cash out refi is you receive your home equity line in a lump sum, okay? You continue with a single refinancing mortgage payment, okay? It's one single payment. You got a fixed payment, that's another point, and typical longer terms may be available. For example, you know, up to 30 years, all right? So as you can see, there's several key differences between the two. I hope I was able to clear that up for some of the people that were interested in it and that had asked me about it. Go back and check out the video. All the details are in there. Thanks again for tuning in. This is Mike, the Wholesale Wiz and the owner of the REI Blue Book Facebook group. Thanks, guys, and I'm gonna go out now and enjoy this beautiful city, Miami, Florida. Thanks for tuning in again. I see you next time. Bye-bye.